I'm an exorcist. A priest, of sorts. I never went to formal training to become a priest, but a wonderful friend and mentor of mine, whom I will call Father James, taught me. I won't use his real name because he was very well known. He taught exorcism courses at the Vatican regularly, and he became a prominent leader in the diocese where we lived. He has since passed away, and I don't want to do or say anything to taint his sterling and impressive legacy. Although I was raised as such, I'm not Catholic. I do believe in God and the devil, but not as the Catholics do. After my experience dying, a good family friend from my mother's parish told me about Father James. I sought him out and told him my story. He was certain that I had been given a special gift from heaven. Over the course of almost 3 decades, we became close friends. I guess I should tell you about when I died. When I was 15, I developed an awful infection in my leg that led to a serious fever. I don't remember the car ride, but I do remember going into the hospital and later going into a room. The person taking me back must have told me a joke because my memory is of laughing. The next thing I knew, I was standing next to my gurney, which was still proceeding down the hallway, but very, very slowly. So slowly you almost wouldn't know it was moving unless you focused directly at it. Even then, it was hard to tell. I instantly marveled at my astounding eyesight. I could see everyone in the hospital, as now the walls, floors, and ceilings around me were almost completely transparent. I could also see into people's bodies. I could see their organs down to a microscopic level. I watched blood pump through their veins like molasses in a blizzard. That wasn't all. If I focused intently, I could see people miles away with perfect accuracy, all frozen in time. As I looked at people, I could see their presence, their intentions, I suppose, whether they were good people or bad people. It's weird to explain it, but each person was engulfed in a different glow. Most people have relatively white auras, and I could tell they were good inside, but few people had very, very dark auras, which concentrated as pure, inescapable blackness inside of them. I could feel it emanating from them. The darkness cast horrific images into my mind, or filled me with terrible emotions just to be near them. It was as if they sucked the life and well-being out of people around them without anyone being aware it's happening. The other things I saw were more terrifying. I saw creatures. They varied in size, but as I glanced around, I noticed they came in several varieties. There were creatures that were small with wings, or had the remnants of where wings once were, that looked somewhat like gargoyles, but they were disgusting to look at. One type of creature consisted only of a torso that floated in the air, focused on and centered above people below. Every creature that I saw was absolutely, horrifyingly, terrifyingly hideous. Just to look at them made you want to run and hide. They were preying on people by influencing their thoughts and trying to control their minds. I saw a man that was wearing what looked like a very expensive suit and tie. I was amazed at the degree of darkness that enveloped him. His aura was darker than any person I had yet seen, so much so that his eyes were pitch black to me. I saw a small demon perched on his shoulder, whispering into his ear as he was in the midst of smiling and waving at someone. I heard the little devil hissing, "They can't harm me. They can't even touch me, and once they finally kill that bitch, I won't have anything to worry about." A man stood in the hallway talking on a public phone, everyone still frozen in time. A demon levitated above him, only consisting of a torso, arms, and no head. He was holding 2 long black ropes, one in each hand, that came out of the crown of the man's head. It reminded me of the old Western stagecoaches that used reins to lead horses. Suddenly, I felt a massive jolt of electricity course through me that sent pain through my whole body and made me so rigid that I couldn't move. The demons all turned and looked at me. One let loose an awful howl, a terrible, horrific sound, and pointed at me. 2 demons immediately turned and started moving toward me at marvelous speed. The moment before they would have dashed into me, I awoke in a hospital bed. Several people stood over me, somewhat chaotic, fidgeting with a mask on my face and other such things. They said my heart stopped. Something due to my temperature and blood pressure, we never really got a straight answer about it anyway. After some time, I recovered, but now I could sense demons around me, and it was always terrifying. I knew where they were and could discern what they were doing, either to me or to others. I could also see demons from time to time when they grew powerful enough to manifest themselves in our dimension. Although that didn't happen often, when it did, it was extremely dangerous and terribly destructive. Only these powerful demons are strong enough to possess someone, but for a demon possessing a person, it takes tremendous endurance and power. That power, like all things, can be weakened and broken. For the most part, demons are weak. They are able to whisper in our ears and influence our minds. But there are many things that can prevent them from affecting us or reverse the influence already established. They watch us. They know our weaknesses, they seek us out, and prey upon us. Unless you give yourself over to the ocean of evil around you, odds are you will never encounter a demon. Now that we have established all that, I will tell you of my first true exorcism experience. I will tell you of my first true exorcism experience in the next video. Thank you.